Kevin, we got it.
Ready? We got CBS crew down here, ABC, NBC.
Good evening.
ABC, NBC.
To St. Anthony's High School for tonight's varsity basketball matchup between the Holy Trinity Titans and your St. Anthony's Friars. And for this time, please rise as St. Anthony's senior Jack Garvey will lead us in prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Let us pray. Father, may this evening pledge of our service to you bring you glory and praise. For our salvation you looked with favor, on the loneliness of the Virgin Mary. Lead us to the fullness of salvation you have prepared for us. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, your Son, who lives and reigns with you and the Holy Spirit, one God, forever and ever. St. Francis, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen.
And now, fans, let's meet tonight's starting lineup. First, from the visitors from Holy Trinity.
Hello everybody, happy Valentine's Day and welcome to St. Anthony's High School for tonight's Catholic League basketball showdown between your St. Anthony's Friars and the visitors, the Holy Trinity Titans. Jared Veluzzi here alongside Alex Rocco. And Alex, last time St. Anthony's took on Holy Trinity, it was on the road and it was a really tight battle, but the Friars came out on top.
Yeah, the Friars did come away with the win, 53-52, and Andre Snowdy hit the game-winning free throws. It was an excellent game. Dre finished the game with 23 points and 17 rebounds, and he's going to look to have another great game here tonight.
St. Anthony's with a big win there, but since that game, the Friars have not lost either. They are 9-0 in league play, but Holy Trinity has been, both teams, pretty hot coming in.
Yeah, both teams are coming off wins against St. John the Baptist. Holy Trinity has won the last 3 out of 4, and they've been playing really well with a huge win over Chaminade at home, 61-44. And as you mentioned, St. Anthony's undefeated. They've played excellent this year with that great defense.
And in tonight's game, Holy Trinity, they have the best offense in the league, averaging over 70 points per game, and St. Anthony's the best defense in the league, only letting up 47 points per game, so something's got to give here.
Yeah, hopefully it's the Trinity offense, but as you mentioned, they've coming into the game averaging 71 points, and that's a big factor due to TJ Long. He's been excellent on the year, And Mike Sixsmith, he's been cold recently, but he's had an overall great year.
Yeah, TJ Long and Mike Sixsmith, two of the top players in all of the league, but the Friars have a defender in the name of Tristan Correa who will be in charge of stopping them tonight.
Yeah, Correa's been excellent on the year, so locked down, making big plays all year long, and Louis Stallone manning the paint.
We are now moments away from the tip. As I mentioned last time these two teams played, St. Anthony's took the win 53-52. And the key players coming into today's game, of course, it's Andre Snowdy of St. Anthony's. He's put on a show all year long. Seems like he's had over 20 points in every single league game so far.
Yeah, he's averaging 22 on the year. He's one of the more versatile players on the island, and he's taken over at the point guard, but he's the top leader in rebounders. He's the top leader in rebounds and assists for the Friars offense.
So St. Anthony is in the home white, going from left to right on your screen. Holy Trinity in the road green, going from right to left. And here we go. Stallone wins the opening tip as Andre Snowdy will now dribble over midcourt for the first possession of the Friars. Stallone at 6'8", the tallest player on the court. We'll see if he uses his height to an advantage here, Alex, because Holy Trinity, they don't have that many players above 6'5". Of course, Jared Weekly is their big man, but Stallone, he could really be a factor tonight.
Yeah, look for Lewis to have a big game tonight. As you mentioned, the tallest player only being 6'6", so look for Stallone to use his size to have a big game tonight.
And now here is Stallone, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Snowdy. Snowdy being guarded by TJ Long. That should be a good duel all night. Now here's Correa. Inside to Stallone. Louis Stallone, as we mentioned, it gets his own rebound. Stallone with a layup. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Weekly. Now here's Long the other way. Now Morgetson. Now TJ Long being guarded by Jack Garvey. Long picks up his dribble. Good feed to Weekly. Weekly off the backboard and in. 2-0 Titans.
Long showing off his great playmaking ability on that pass.
And now it'll be Snowdy dribbling just over the logo. Gives it off to Correa. Correa, of course, a prime defender, but had 14 points against St. Mary's and one of the last league wins for the Friars. Now Snowdy gives it to Stallone. Stallone with a good pass. Corner three for Garvey. No good. Rebound by Long. And Garvey with a good defensive play, but Trinity keeps possession. Now Morgetson gives it to Long. TJ Long on the drive. Long finishes with the left. 4-0 Holy Trinity.
Long showing good athleticism on that drive to the rim.
6:37 left in the first quarter. Holy Trinity up 4-0 over St. Anthony's. Here's the sophomore, Dakari Thomas, over to Snowdy. Snowdy straight to the rack, off the backboard, no good. Stallone with the rebound, but he's going to turn that one over, and here's Mike Sixsmith. Now TJ Long with a deep three, and that one well short. And here come the Friars in transition, and there's Andre Snowdy. Off the rim, no good. But Holy Trinity loves to run. Long to Sixsmith. That one no good. Rebound by Trinity. But Stallone got the steal originally. Dive for the loose ball. And Stallone's going to lose it as Trinity will now settle in on offense. Bounce pass by Sixsmith to Long. Long goes up and comes down hard as Holy Trinity will remain with the possession. 5:44 left in the first quarter. Holy Trinity still leads 4-0. Now here's Morgetson. Morgetson straight to the rack, but he was just a little bit short on that one. Now here's Garvey. Now Correa over to Dakari Thomas in the corner. Now Garvey, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Now Snowdy at the top of the key gives it to Correa down to Dakari Thomas. Thomas had the game-winning steal against Chaminade. That was one of the biggest wins of the year for the Friars, if not the biggest. Now here's Stallone inside. Louis Stallone, no good, gets his own rebound. Stallone on the second chance, and it's good. Friars got its first points of the game.
Big shot by Lewis just to get the Friars on the board.
Here's Jalen Borising, who had 15 points against Chaminade, really came into his own with his season high that night. Now here's Morgetson. Now Borising. Borising working on Snowdy, picks up his dribble, bounce pass to Weekly. Now here's Weekly working on Stallone. Weekly short, gets his own rebound originally before losing it, but Holy Trinity will remain with possession. And Alex, you mentioned Louis Stallone, the tallest player on the court, but Jared Weekly, really no pushover. He gets his own rebound on that one. Yeah, Weekly showing his strength on that one. Stallone does have the height, but Weekly is really strong, and he's not going to lose those open. And that was a good feed there by Sixsmith as TJ Long finishes. So 6-2 Trinity now leads. Now Snowdy being guarded by Long now. Correa has it. Now Snowdy inside. Snowdy's going to turn it over. Now here's Holy Trinity in transition. Now here's Borising, blows right by Stallone, and Holy Trinity has an 8-2 lead. Timeout, St. Anthony's. As the Friars take a timeout, they'll look to regroup, down 8-2, and we'll take a timeout as well. Welcome back to St. Anthony's High School. The Friars trail Holy Trinity by the score of 8-2 with just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. As now Snowdy brings it up court, being guarded by Long. He'll give it over to Correa. And here's Dakari Thomas. Thomas to Snowdy, who's been scoreless so far. Now Tristan Correa in the far corner. Back to Thomas. Now here's Snowdy. Snowdy's going to attempt a three. Andre Snowdy hits it.
Big shot by Snowdy to get the Friars offense going.
Holy Trinity right down the court here. As here's Borising over to TJ Long. Long working on Garvey. As he'll give it off to Margetson. Now here's Sixsmith. Sixsmith fadeaway shot. Nothing but net.
Good shot by Sixsmith, the Sacred Heart commit.
10-5 Trinity leads with 3:12 left in the first quarter. Now here's Stallone. Stallone has 2 points on the night. That's good D from Weekly. As Stallone wants to get rid of it, he'll turn it over. And now here's Trinity with numbers. Weekly bounce pass. And now Sixsmith for three, but it's going to be a travel. And the Friars will take over. As now Kasperzak checks in the game for the Friars. As it looks like Stallone takes a break. Now here's inside Snowdy. Snowdy gets stuffed. And now here's Sixsmith. As he'll settle it as Holy Trinity did not have numbers there. Now Sixsmith. Pull-up jumper blocked by Correa.
Correa showing that length as we mentioned before. The best defender on the Friars. And that play is just another example.
Yeah, Tristan Correa, he had that prime matchup with Kieran Dorney. He really shut him down in the second half in that win against Chaminade. And he'll be guarding TJ Long and Mike Sixsmith as he did there all night. Should be pretty interesting. So now here's Garvey. Garvey to Correa. Now Dakari Thomas back to Jack Garvey. Jack Garvey's going to put it up. He draws some contact as he almost got the shot to go. So now Garvey will shoot two as St. Anthony's trails by 5 with 2:17 left in the first quarter. Garvey's first shot, no good. And what we've seen from Jack Garvey this year is a little bit of inconsistency, but he's shown that he can really have a big game sometimes. He dropped 17 against Kellenberg and has had multiple games like that.
Yeah, Garvey's a very good player, great offensive potential, and inconsistent at some points, but when he's on, he's an excellent player.
As Garvey nails the second shot, St. Anthony is down by 4 with 2:14 left in the first quarter. Here's Morganson working on Thomas. Morganson's going to drive. A great defense by Dakari Thomas to knock it out of his hands, but Holy Trinity will keep possession. Morganson to Weekly. Now here's Sixsmith. Sixsmith lays it inside to Long now. Here's a three-pointer by Contreras. That one no good. Contreras gets his own rebound there. As Sixsmith loses possession of it, and St. Anthony's will take over. So it'll be Snowdy bringing up the ball. As we've seen the Snowdy-Long matchup multiple times tonight. And here's Kasperzak. Gives it off to Correa. Back to Kasperzak. As he'll go inside with it. He loses it for a second, picks up his dribble. As he puts it up, that one no good. Rebound by Contreras. Looks like Contreras throws it away as multiple players hit the floor there. Just 90 seconds left in this first quarter. Holy Trinity leads St. Anthony's by the score 10-6. As Correa gets stripped there by Morganson. Morganson blindsides him, and he will get the layup to go. As Holy Trinity extends its lead to 6 here in the first quarter.
Holy Trinity coming out. They played excellent defense, just limiting the Friars to 6 points, and great defense is really helping their offense out.
Now, minute 13 left in the first quarter. Here's Snowdy. Snowdy gives it off to Dakari Thomas now. Will be Garvey in the far corner. Jack Garvey straight to the rack. No good. Rebound by Snowdy, and he'll get that one to go.
Good play by Snowdy to hustle for the rebound and put it back up for the 2 points.
Now Contreras' bounce pass intercepted. Friars in transition. Snowdy to Dakari Thomas. Thomas is going to attempt a three. That one no good. And Correa almost had the offensive rebound. That one's going to trickle out of his hands and go out of bounds. Holy Trinity will take over. .40 seconds left in the first quarter. About a 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Morganson. Morganson to Weekly. Weekly unable to handle it, and he'll go out of bounds. St. Anthony's will get possession with the shot clock turned off. Now here's Garvey. As Correa's pass, too much for Snowdy. And now the Friars turn it over. Holy Trinity will get it right back with 23.6 seconds left in the first quarter. As Correa will now take a breather. Jack Walsh, the Virginia lacrosse commit, will step on the court. Now 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's TJ Long. Trinity will take the last shot here. As Long on the drive. TJ Long is going to draw some contact. And he'll shoot two. TJ Long, some people might say he's the deadliest shooter on Long Island. As Alex, he leads all of Long Island in three-pointers with 89 on the year.
Yeah, he's an excellent player. On the year, he had a breakout game against St. Thomas, 30 points, 5 threes. He can really do it all, drive to the rim, and that deadly shooting ability.
As Long's free throw off the mark there, as he'll get another opportunity there. 2.3 seconds left in the first quarter play. Long's second free throw good. So now Snowdy will get it as he loses it. Long with the steal as he put it up, but that one was going to be no good regardless. So at the end of the first quarter, Holy Trinity leads St. Anthony's by the score of 13-8. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to St. Anthony's High School. Second quarter of action just getting underway. Jared Veluzzi here alongside Alex Rocco. As Holy Trinity leads 13-8 over St. Anthony's. And here's Mike Sixsmith to the rack. Sixsmith, no good. Gets his own rebound rejected by Snowdy. And Stallone gets the rebound. Here come the Friars. There's Snowdy. Snowdy straight to the rack as he'll lose control and Holy Trinity will take over.
Out of bounds. That's Holy Trinity ball.
Now Margetson will take it over midcourt here, so he'll give it to Jared Weekly. Weekly back to Margetson. Margetson's going to put up a floater. That one's short. Good defense by Stallone. Now Snowdy gives it off to Stallone. Stallone pull-up jumper. That one no good. Here's TJ Long with the crossover. As he'll lose control, it's going to go to St. Anthony's. We'll see if the officials change their calls they're discussing, and they do. Holy Trinity will remain with it.
Looked like that went off long on that one.
Box one.
So stay with Trinity. 7:05 left in the second quarter. So far, no points have been scored on either side. Holy Trinity stays with the 13-8 lead. As Sixsmith with the right, that one rattles in. Trinity leads by 7.
Trinity leads 15-8.
Now Stallone inside, gives it off to Garvey. That one poked away by Sixsmith. He'll go out of bounds and remain with St. Anthony's. So now Jack Walsh will go back to the bench and Tristan Correa back into the game. And here's Stallone. Stallone to Snowdy. Snowdy inside. And he was originally blocked by Long, but it looked like there's some contact there. So Andre Snowdy will be sent to the line.
Andre's very good at drawing contact. He averages over 6 free throws a game, and he's very good. That's where most of his points come from, driving to the hoop and getting contact.
Snowdy's first free throw, no good. As St. Anthony still trails by 7 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Snowdy's second free throw up and in. Friars only trail by 6 as Margetson's going to bring the ball up just over half court. Margetson being guarded by Cameron DePietris, the sophomore. And here's Contreras. Contreras gives it to Sixsmith. Sixsmith puts it up, and that went off the backboard and in.
Very good shot by Sixsmith. Highly contested.
As Garvey's going to lose that one. Here's TJ Long. But Long turns it over. Originally, Snowdy had it, but Weekly gives it off to Contreras. And Holy Trinity looking to settle. TJ Long, that shot's blocked, as it looked like Jack Garvey got a hand on it. What a wild sequence of events it was there. And Andre Snowdy looking to respond. That one unable to fall. Back and forth we go here. As here's Contreras, corner 3. Contreras knocks it down. As Holy Trinity leads 20-9 with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in this second quarter. And Alex, we talked about going into this game. There's going to be Sixsmith and Long, the two guys we were worried about. But it's multiple guys doing it for Holy Trinity, as Contreras with the big 3 there.
Yeah, it's been a balanced attack for Holy Trinity on offense. But I want to focus on their defense. They've really done a great job at limiting the Friars. They've held the Friars to just 9 points midway through the second half, midway through the second quarter. My fault on that one. But they've played excellent on defense, and that's just opening up their offense. They've played great in transition, and as you said, it's been a balanced attack with everyone.
Okay, so Holy Trinity up by 11, as their players will get back onto the court now. As it will be Long, Sixsmith, Margetson, Contreras, and Weekly. Holy Trinity doesn't really change up their lineup that much. They only play around 6 guys per game. Sometimes it will be up to 7, as now Andre Snowdy will dribble over midcourt. Here's Stallone giving it off to Snody. Now Garvey in the near corner. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Snody. Snody to Stallone. 5:13 left in the second quarter. 12 seconds on the shot clock. As Snody's going to turn it over, but Contreras unable to dribble it up midcourt. As 5 seconds left on the shot clock, the Peaches gives it to Snody. Snody, tough shot. As that one no good. And now Holy Trinity will settle in on offense. It's Sixsmith. Sixsmith off the Weekly. Morganson for three. That one no good. But Weekly's going to keep it in with a good offensive rebound. Sixsmith tries a three now. That one falls. And now here's Cameron to Peaches. Peaches to Garvey. Now Snody's working in the far corner. Back to Snody being guarded by Contreras. Giving it Stallone inside. Louis Stallone, that one no good. Now Trinity looking to run. As Long looking for Weekly, that one off his hand and goes out of bounds. So now the Peaches get sent to the bench. Dakari Thomas back on the court. And 23-9, Holy Trinity leads with 4:05 left in the second quarter. Now here's Snody. Snody now Garvey for three. Jack Garvey, that one no good. And this Holy Trinity defense keeps on making plays. Now Sixsmith uses the screen. But it'll be an offensive foul on Holy Trinity. The Friars get possession. Now 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter of play. St. Anthony's trails by 14. Now here's Garvey. Now Stallone, skip past Correa. Correa's going to go inside. And he'll get called for the travel. Holy Trinity takes over. And now Alex, 3:28 left in the second quarter, and St. Anthony's here stuck with 9 points.
Yeah, the offense has not been good. They've turned the ball over on multiple possessions, and they just look stagnant. Not a good look in this first half.
Get the ball.
And here's Contreras. Over to Sixsmith. Sixsmith against Correa, the matchup we've been talking about. And the foul will be called against Tristan Correa. And there will be a timeout by Holy Trinity. Holy Trinity leads by 14. And Alex, listen, this St. Anthony's offense here, only 9 points. The Holy Trinity defense has done great man-to-man work. And what do you think St. Anthony's could do better here to really trim the deficit?
They just got to get going on offense. They got to move the ball around. Andre Snody has to heat up. He's really struggled tonight, and they just got to get going as a whole.
So St. Anthony's coming out of their timeout after there was an offensive foul from Correa. And for Trinity, Contreras takes a break as Borising will come onto the court, as it will be Sixsmith on the inbound. He'll give it off to Morganson. Morganson being guarded by Dakari Thomas. Here's Borising over to Morganson. Here's TJ Long. Long to Sixsmith. Sixsmith being guarded by Correa. Sixsmith's going to pull up for a three. Mike Sixsmith short. And here's Dakari Thomas. Thomas to Correa. Now Thomas going to look to work on Morganson. Here's Kasperzak. Here's Snody. Snody to Stallone. Stallone looking for the jump shot. He'll hit it.
Big shot by Lewis on that play.
So Holy Trinity's lead down to 12 now. As here's Long. Long with a nice crossover with the spin. TJ Long, no good. Rebound by Kasperzak. And here's Snody. approaching the 2-minute mark of the second quarter here. Here's Dakari Thomas. Now Kasperzak to Stallone. Stallone looking to go inside, picks up his dribble, pass to Snowdy. Andre Snowdy at his best.
Great pass by Stallone to get it into Snowdy, and Snowdy finishes it.
Now Sixsmith almost stolen by Dakari Thomas there. Now here's Borising. Borising driving inside, using the right and off the backboard and in. Holy Trinity up by 12. A minute 28 left in the second quarter. Here's Correa. Over to Kasperzak. Now to Stallone inside. Stallone looking for a man, gives it off to Correa. Now Stallone once again gives it off to Correa. Tristan Correa for three. That one way off. Now Borsing off to TJ Long. That one no good. And last touch by Weekly. St. Anthony's will take over. And we'll see what the Friars could do on this upcoming possession, because TJ Long was left a little bit too on that one, but he was unable to hit it. So that one could really help out the Friars. That could have been a 15-point lead for the Titans.
Yeah, they were lucky that TJ Long missed that shot. He's been excellent. Four threes against Kellenberg, 5 against St. Thomas. He's an excellent three-point shooter.
Let's remind you, Long is the same player who had 14 threes in one game. As now Snowdy getting stripped. Now Stallone just above the free throw line. That one way short. And Holy Trinity will take over with just 40 seconds left in the first half of play. It's Margetson. Now TJ Long over to Sixsmith. Sixsmith left wide open for a deep three. That one off. Just under 30 seconds, shot clock turned off. Here's Jack Garvey. Garvey, bad pass, intercepted by Weekly. Now here's TJ Long. Long goes right into Snowdy. And there was some contact there, no foul though. And now Snowdy will slow things down. 10 seconds left in the first half. Being guarded by Long. Andre Snowdy. And it looked like it was an offensive foul by St. Anthony's, and it is. So 5.5 seconds left in the first half. It's going to be Holy Trinity with possession. Here's Margetson. Margetson gives it off to Sixsmith. Sixsmith, Holy Trinity unable to get the final shot off. So at the end of the first half, Holy Trinity leads St. Anthony's by the score of 25-13. And Alex, the one thing that really stuck out to pretty much everybody here was that Holy Trinity defense.
Holy Trinity's defense was excellent, just limiting the Friars to 13 points. And the Friars, they have to get going on offense. Clearly, 13 points and a half isn't going to cut it. And they just look lost on offense, turning the ball over on multiple possessions. So hopefully Coach Logano and the other coaches devise up a plan to help the offense get going.
Yeah, and that player that we've mentioned, Andre Snowdy, he's been there, but not completely. Let's see what he could do in the second half of play, but Snowdy's supporting cast also has to help him.
Yeah, Louis Stallone played well. He had a couple shots. He had 4 points at the end of the half. Snowdy with 8. But as a whole, no one's really going for the Friars' offense, and that's why they only have 13 points.
Yeah, and on the Holy Trinity side of things, TJ Long and Mike Sixsmith, they did do some damage, but their supporting cast really stepped up in that first half.
Yeah, a bunch of guys were hitting threes and making shots, and it's telling in the scoreboard. That's why they're up by 12, and their supporting cast is really playing well around the 2 stars.
So St. Anthony's trails by 12 at the end of the first half. We'll be back with the second half of action after the break. 13 points in one half. Like, bro.
Gotta get going. You think we can win this?
Yep.
Get what?
Yeah, bloody nose. Yo, we're getting this is really bad.
You know, it's good for you guys, though.
Yeah, I know it is.
And I respect.
Can we step up a little bit? Gotta step up. This is tough. This is tough to watch.
Do you want a picture of the book?
Yeah. Yeah. But we got engaged with doing it on something.
What was the super last time?
That tree's sections like a lot of them. No, it's true.
Now, you need to be focusing on notes and what you're going to be saying during the head time. Yeah.
I'm not tired, bro. That's just ugly.
He does that every day.
Bro, hopefully we can get going in a little bit.
Want to go see Robbie?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need it.
Yeah, because that's a good idea.
You got it, or?
I got a little.
Yeah, we didn't get nothing. No way. It's bad, no. Yo, you mind if we get a picture of the book real quick?
Yeah.
I should probably do that.
Alright, so
Who are we talking about?
Six Smith had 9. That's what it's looking for.
Yeah, Mike had that. So he's at 9.
He's highlighting. He hit a 32. Trinity only had 2 threes. He's just like
Teacher's at 5.
there's 6 players actually scored. That's the difference.
Teacher's at 5, so we got him there.
Snowdy has 7. Stallone has 4. Bro, Snowdy and Stallone have been the only ones that basically scored. Like what? I hope so. Hello everybody, welcome back to St. Anthony's High School. Jared Veluzzi here alongside Alex Rocco, getting ready for the second half of action here of this Catholic League basketball showdown. Holy Trinity leads St. Anthony's by the score of 25-13. And Alex, what can you see the Friars doing a little bit differently here on offense to really get things going here in the second half?
Well, Andre Snowdy, he's really got to step up. He had 8 points in that first half, and that's not Andre numbers. Andre's an excellent player, and he's really got to get going.
So now the Friars will start with the first possession of the half as they are going from right to left on your screens. As now here's Andre Snowdy. Snowdy's got the match against Borison. Now Correa back to Snowdy. As Weekly looking in for the help D is Stallone. Stallone back to Snowdy. Snowdy inside. Andre Snowdy, no good. He gets his own rebound. Snowdy gets blocked as now Sixsmith picks up the loose ball. Sixsmith bounce pass to TJ Long. Long to Borising, back to Long. Long drives. He draws a lot of contact there. Looks like he'll go to the line.
Yeah, great play by Long to draw the contact and get to the line.
Friars foul charge to number 15, Jack Garvey, his second, team's first. To the line for Trinity number 3, TJ Long for 2 shots.
So TJ Long's first free throw good. And TJ Long actually went to Chaminade for his freshman and sophomore year and the beginning of his junior year as well before transferring to Trinity. He had to sit out last year due to the transfer rules, but for his senior campaign, he's had a hell of a season, averaging over 24 points per game, tied for the league lead in that category. So he hits both free throws as Holy Trinity leads 27-13. Here's Correa, and Correa's going to lose the ball as Holy Trinity will take over.
Holy Trinity's playing excellent defense to come out the half. They've continued what they did to start off the game and really limiting the Friars.
Yeah, a ton of fits the Titans are giving the Friars right now. As Long will give it into Margetson. Margetson being guarded by Thomas. He'll get off to Weekly. Weekly back to Margetson. Now TJ Long fires for 3. That one no good. Rebound by Correa. Now here's Snowdy. Snowdy now Garvey. Garvey back to Snowdy here in the near side corner. Stallone with the drive, back to Garvey. Now 15 on the shot clock. Bakari Thomas spins. He falls. Ball on the carpet. As now Margetson and 1. Holy Trinity leads 29-13.
Great sequence for Holy Trinity on that one, getting the turnover on the other end and then getting the N1.
So it's Margetson with the steal. He takes it down the court and through the contact. As his free throw falls, Holy Trinity leads St. Anthony's by the score of 30-13. Now Snowdy fighting for it with Long. And it is going to be a jump ball, but Holy Trinity will get possession. So 6:07 left in the third quarter. The Titans lead by 17. As the defense has been there all night for Holy Trinity. We'll see if they extend their lead here. And here's TJ Long. Long drives with the spin. Long with the left, and that one falls.
Great move by Long.
And here's Snowdy. The Friars need to get something going now. Snowdy gives it to Stallone. And Stallone's going to lose that one. But Bakari Thomas, his pass intercepted. Loose ball. And it'll stay with St. Anthony's. And Alex, almost 3 minutes have went by in this third quarter, and St. Anthony's still has not put up any points.
Yeah, Holy Trinity playing great defense, and the Friars' offense has just been stagnant all game long.
So the Titans open up the quarter on a 7-0 run currently. And we'll see what St. Anthony's can do here. It's Garvey. Garvey to Correa. Correa's going to fire for three. He nails it.
The Friars needed that shot. Big shot by Tristan.
Now here's TJ Long. TJ Long blocked by Stallone. And now here's Snowdy. Snowdy. Andre Snowdy blocked by Weekly. But Dakari Thomas takes it away. Thomas. No good. Stallone with the putback. But then Snowdy with another putback. And here come the Friars.
Here's the run that the Friars need to get on.
So St. Anthony's with a couple baskets back to back. And here's Sixsmith. Sixsmith pull-up jumper. That one no good. Rebound by Weekly. And Jared Weekly with the putback.
Big rebound by Weekly in the putback.
And both student sections really coming alive here in the third quarter. Holy Trinity up 34-18. Now here's Snowdy. Snowdy picked up his dribble. Now Stallone. Stallone to Correa. Corner three for Garvey. That one no good. Rebound by Stallone. And Louis Stallone showing off the height. St. Anthony's only trails by 14.
Stallone doing what he does best, getting the rebound and putting it right back in.
And here's Morganson. Morganson bounce pass to Weekly. That one's short. And here come the Friars looking to push. Garvey, that one blocked. He maintains possession. Here's Dakari Thomas to Snowdy. 3:48 left in the third quarter. Holy Trinity leads 34-20. Now Snowdy to Thomas. Thomas drives. That one poked away by Sixsmith. And now Morganson will settle it for the Titans.
Sixsmith has played excellent on defense all game long.
Now Sixsmith goes off the screen. Bounce pass to Weekly. That one originally blocked by Garvey, but it seems like he'll be called for the foul.
That looked like he got all ball on that play.
So Weekly will be the one to shoot for Trinity. And Weekly's first shot, no good. And Weekly and Stallone have been going at it all game, as Weekly coming into this game averaging 9 points per game. And he really broke out with a 26-point performance against St. Dom's. As not quite those numbers tonight, but he has been pretty effective inside. Weekly's second free throw, that one no good. So Holy Trinity comes up empty there. Now here's Snowdy. Snowdy drives, Tristan Correa. Now Correa goes inside, and there's some contact there. Weekly will be called for the foul.
Good play by Tristan to drive into the lane and get the contact.
So Weekly goes 0 for 2 from the line. We'll see what Correa could do from the line for the Friars. Correa's first, that one no good. So now Casper Zach and Walsh into the game for St. Anthony's. Now here's Correa's second free throw. That one's good. St. Anthony's cuts the deficit to 13. Now here's Sixsmith. Now Weekly. Weekly, good pass to TJ Long. And Long maneuvers around Correa. Holy Trinity up by 15.
Great finish by Long, fighting through the contact.
Now here's Casper Zach. Now Snowdy. Snowdy with a nice crossover. Draws some contact, but it's going to be an offensive foul. So 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Holy Trinity leads by 15. And on this Friday night, both schools seem to have pretty good student sections here, Alex.
Yeah, it's been really loud. Both sides going back and forth with each other.
Now here's Morganson. Over to Long. Long was held to 12 points last time out against St. Anthony's. Now here's Sixsmith. Over to Morganson. Morganson goes inside, now back out to Long on the perimeter. Long over to Boring. That one's short. Stallone with a good rebound there. Now just under 2 minutes. Here's Snowdy. Now Correa's pass tipped away as it was Long now getting possession for the Titans. This here's Morganson. Morganson had 16 points in their last outing in the win over St. John the Baptist. Over to Sixsmith. Now under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Sixsmith, good pass to Weekly. But now Holy Trinity's going to have to get a shot off. It's Long over corner three for Boring. That one's short. Stallone with the rebound as last touch by Boring. And it was a good long possession for the Titans there, but it'll end up with no points, and St. Anthony's will take over. Cameron DePietris now checking in the game for the Friars. And DePietris, the sophomore who got the call-up from JV earlier in the year, as he is one of the sharpshooters, we'll see if he could provide a spark off the bench. Yeah. Here is DePietris over to Correa. Correa now Walsh over to Kasperzak. Kasperzak gives it to Correa. Now just 40 seconds left in the third quarter. So now Correa, Tristan Correa for three. He'll hit it.
Tristan's second three of the game. He's gotten a lot better from downtown this year.
So St. Anthony's down by 12. And Holy Trinity could take the last shot here if they select to. Now that one almost intercepted there by Snowdy as he tipped that one out of bounds. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. As here's Morganson. Morganson to Sixsmith. Sixsmith being guarded by Snowdy. Gives it off Weekly. Weekly at the buzzer gets the bucket to go, as he seemed pretty banged up on that one. There's a couple players looking at him there, but Holy Trinity leads by 14 after the third quarter of play. And Alex, it seemed like St. Anthony's had a little something going at one point, but the Titans really responded. Yeah,
the Titans have played great. They played great in that quarter, and whatever momentum the Friars could get on offense, the Titans just answered right back.
So St. Anthony's will need to have a big fourth quarter, but Alex, the last game we live streamed was against Chaminade, and in that fourth quarter against the Flyers, they outscored them 12-2. They held Chaminade to just 2 points in that fourth quarter, and Chaminade, of course, one of the best offensive teams. They'll need some similar defensive performance here tonight.
Oh, it's definitely not impossible. The Friars are an excellent defensive team, and they've made those comebacks all year, as you mentioned, the Chaminade game, and more recently against St. Mary's in their 62-60 win, and actually against Holy Trinity before they came back. So this team they're used to making the big comeback, and let's see if tonight is another example of that.
St. Anthony is only with 24 points through 3 quarters of play. They're going to need something much bigger than what they've, had tonight so far on the offensive side of things. Things look to come alive a little bit in that third quarter of play. They did put up, I believe it was 11 points in that third quarter, so we'll see if they provide a nice spark in the fourth.
Yeah, they're going to need everyone to step up, not just Andre Snowdy. It's going to be a whole team effort to get back into this game.
Yeah, one player in that third quarter in particular, Tristan Correa, I believe he hit a pair of threes. We'll see if he could continue hitting those type of shots, because St. Anthony's, they might need the long ball here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're down 14, you got 8 minutes left, so the three-pointer is going to have to be a big part of St. Anthony's offense.
So it's Kasperzak, Correa, Walsh, Snowdy, and DePietris on the court for the Friars, as Morganson, Sixsmith, Weekly, Long, and Contreras on the court for the Titans. So St. Anthony's will start with the ball in the fourth quarter. Snowdy gives it off to Correa. Now Walsh. Now Correa back to DePietris. Here's Cameron DePietris around the top of the key, gives to Snowdy inside. Snowdy, Kasperzak for three. That one no good, rebound by Sixsmith. Sixsmith with a long pass, great hustle play by Kasperzak on that one.
Great play by Kasperzak to force the steal.
He picks up his dribble, gives it off to Walsh. Now here's Correa. Correa, here's Snowdy. Now Kasperzak back to Snowdy. 13 on the shot clock. Andre Snowdy pulls up for three. That one no good. Rebound by Weekly. Contreras, he'll find Sixsmith for a corner three, and he'll hit that one just about every time.
Sixsmith is deadly from downtown, and that shot is just another example.
Trinity up by 17 now. Has some contact there by Contreras. So St. Anthony's will get a chance to inbound here after the foul. Now here's Kasperzak. Kasperzak goes and gets fouled once again, and this time looks like he'll shoot two. And Alex, we've been covering these guys all season long, 9-0 in league play, but a game like tonight really hasn't come up on the schedule where they've been trailing like this.
Yeah, they've never really trailed like this before, so it's uncharted territory for the Friars. And tonight, if they make the comeback, it'll be huge for them, provide a lot of momentum going into the playoffs. But tonight will show what they're really made of.
Yeah, and it shows Holy Trinity, one of the most deadly teams in the league, as a lot of people knew that going in. Of course, they're defending champs, but tonight shooting really well and playing some good defense. But St. Anthony's, with those two free throws, only trailing by 15. We'll see what they can do here on defense. Now here's TJ Long for the Titans. Now Weekly. Weekly gives it off to Long. Now whistle on the play, and it looks like it's going to go to the Friars. As it was Contreras' second foul of the quarter for the Titans. And this is a major possession for St. Anthony's here, if they want to make this comeback or not, with just 6:20 left in the game, down by 15. There's Snowdy. Snowdy gets it poked away, and that Trinity defense still stout. Here's Morganson. Morganson straight to the rack. He will not be denied.
Great drive by Morganson.
Just under 6 minutes here. Trinity up by 17. Here's Snowdy. Snowdy to Correa. Correa for three once again. That one no good. And Alex, Jared Weekly for the Titans has really been a monster on the boards.
Oh yeah, he's controlling the glass for Holy Trinity, and he's played excellent in this game.
Here's Contreras. Contreras drives. And he gets fouled pretty hard there. He'll shoot two. So foul is charged to Walsh. And Contreras looking to push this lead up to 19 if he hits those two free throws. So now Garvey, Stallone, and Thomas into the game for the Friars, as Snowdy will take a break. Contreras' second free throw, no good. And here's Stallone. Stallone with a great pass to Correa. Correa makes one man miss with a nice move. Tristan Correa gets the bucket to fall.
Great move by Correa, driving to the hole, and he's played great in this quarter.
So Holy Trinity still up by 16. Now here's Sixsmith. Sixsmith gets the ball back. Now TJ Long for three. Long. That one no good. and Alex. Holy Trinity up by 16 with just under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And we talked about the matchup going into this game would be the St. Anthony's defense against the Trinity offense, but the Trinity defense really took over this game.
Yeah, Trinity has played excellent on defense. Double teaming, that play is just another example. They've double teamed whenever the Friars have gotten the ball deep into the paint. They forced a lot of turnovers, and that's why the score the way it is right now, and they're up 16.
They played a lot of good man defense all night, and with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left, Trinity has possession here, and pretty big statement win if they hang on, as it's Margetson dribbling over half court. Holy Trinity really lit it up in non-league play. They had a couple tough losses in league, of course, to St. Anthony's earlier in the year, and they lost to St. Mary's twice. The team St. Anthony swept, but now Trinity playing really good here tonight. And there's Sixsmith, just 6 on the shot clock. Sixsmith for 3, that one short. And here's Jack Garvey. Garvey's gonna attempt a 3, and he'll hit it. So Garvey hits a pretty big 3 there. St. Anthony's takes a timeout, and we'll take one too. Welcome back to St. Anthony's High School. Jared Veluzzi here alongside Alex Rocco, as Holy Trinity leads the Friars 44-31 with 3:59 left in the game. Now here's Margetson. Now Contreras. Contreras gives it off to Sixsmith. Now back to Contreras. And looks like Holy Trinity might use as much of the shot clock as it can here, up by 13. But Contreras, bad pass there. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication as St. Anthony's takes over.
Yeah, Friars needed that turnover, down 13 with 3:39 left. They got to score on every possession here on out to come back.
As now Garvey gives it to Stallone. Stallone, that one stolen by Sixsmith, as he's really done it on both ends of the court here.
Yeah, he's been excellent tonight. He's had countless steals, and on offense, he's played great, hitting a lot of threes and driving to the hole.
And last year we streamed Holy Trinity St. Anthony's, of course, on this court, and Mike Sixsmith had 24 points. He was doing it on both ends, and pretty similar here tonight, as here he is off the screen being guarded by Correa. And Sixsmith, that one finishing with the right, as he's showing why he's committed to play at the next level at Sacred Heart. And now here's Stallone. Stallone, no good. As Jared Weekly and Mike Sixsmith really winning their individual matchups here all night long.
Yeah, they've played excellent all game long, and as you said, really winning the individual matchups, and that's what helped Holy Trinity out to get to this huge lead.
It seemed like some contact there by Kasperzak on Contreras as Snowdy enters the game for the Friars. I mean, look at the league standings right now. St. Anthony's 9-0 at first place. They do have a couple games on everyone, so they will stay in first place regardless of the result tonight. But Holy Trinity if they do hang on up by 15 with 2:28 left, pretty big statement win, and they could slide into second place.
Yeah, it was a huge, if they do hold on, it's a huge win for Holy Trinity. Coming into the game, they were 6-3. They would move to 7-3 with 2 games left in the year, providing a lot of momentum for the playoffs and the rest of the year.
We look ahead to the Friars' schedule. In the rest of this February break, they do play on the road against St. Dom's, a pretty tough team. But of course, next Friday night is the rematch of course, the big rivalry. They go at Chaminade. That one should be pretty interesting, especially with the finish we had over here.
Yeah, the finish that we had was an excellent game, so that game should be another great one for the Friars. So hopefully they come out on top for that one, but 2 tough games to close out the year.
And speaking of that Chaminade game, here was the hero, Dakari Thomas. Now Snowdy. And Snowdy through the contact. He'll take a trip to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. And in those plays right there, Andre Snowdy, he's best right around the rim. We haven't seen too much of that, and not too much to fall on Snowdy, but more of the Holy Trinity defense.
Yeah, Holy Trinity's done great limiting Snowdy's chances, and they haven't allowed him to get to the areas where he's successful from, and that's right by the basket. So credit to Holy Trinity's defense for really playing well in this game.
Relax, good, get out, get it. Good. Oh, Mike. Time out.
Now here's Long. TJ Long being guarded by Garvey. Minute 40 left. Trinity still with 13-point lead. As Long's pass too much for Borising to handle. And we look ahead to the playoff picture now as Snowdy draws some contact there. There are a bunch of teams in this league that are pretty legit. I would say 5 if you count St. Dom's in the mix, but Holy Trinity, Chaminade, St. Mary's, and of course the Friars, all really in it for the chip.
Yeah, it's a really great league. A lot of teams that are really evenly matched, and the playoffs should be very interesting. With each game not going to be an easy game for the Friars or whoever matches up against each other.
Yeah, right now, St. Anthony's is the #1 seed. Things could change depending on how the next couple of games go, but they are slotted to play either Chaminade or St. Mary's in the semifinal. Regardless, that will be a tough game, but definitely entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. The last game against St. Mary's, the Friars did win by 2, and then obviously the Chaminade game that we mentioned, so it's going to be a tough task for the Friars.
So minute 15 left in this game as it's Margetson. Margetson with the quick crossover, 14 on the shot clock. Now here's TJ Long. Long now double teamed by Garvin Snowdy. Good pass to Borising, over to Weekly, and Jared Weekly has done that all night long.
Yeah, he's been excellent, getting a lot of points close to the basket, and on the boards he's been amazing.
Snowdy attempts a 3, that one no good. Now here's Long. Long unable to get to it. And Alex, coming into this game, Holy Trinity averaging over 70 points per game. A bunch of sharpshooters on this team, a lot of guys who could score. They were held to 48 right now, and the Friars defense did do a pretty good job, but Holy Trinity slowing down the game and just getting it done on the defensive side of the court, which we've been mentioning all broadcast long. And it's just still pretty surprising because the St. Anthony's is supposed to be the defensive team here, but Trinity really beating the Friars at its own game.
Yeah, Trinity really played well. I mean, the Friars defense did play well, limiting high-powered offense to just 48 points. But as you mentioned, the story was Holy Trinity's defense in this game, holding St. Anthony's to just 35 points as of now. And they've played great all game long, getting a lot of steals and blocks, and just forcing a lot of turnovers for the Friars.
And here's Dakari Thomas. Thomas off the backboard and in. As that will do it here from St. Anthony's High School. As St. Anthony's coming into the game at 9-0 in league play, will now fall to 9-1. Big win for the Titans of Holy Trinity. Mike Sixsmith and TJ Long getting the job done. But Alex, the Friars do fall here 48-37. But some of the bright spots here, obviously the offense struggled, but the defense still really doing its thing. They limited one of the top offenses in the state to just 48 points.
Yeah, the philosophy for the Friars is have a great defense, and limiting one of the top offenses just 48 points is nothing to. It's really something to write home about. Yes, you didn't win the game, but still you can take some positives from this game.
Yeah, so St. Anthony's and Holy Trinity split the season series, but Alex, I'm sure that these two teams might see each other again.
Yeah, if they do meet up in the playoffs, it's going to be a great game. The first one was highly contested. The Friars did come out 53-52, and this game didn't go the way that it was, but anytime that these two teams go up against each other in the playoffs, it'll be a great matchup.
So Holy Trinity defeats St. Anthony's by a score of 48-37. For Alex Rocco, I'm Jared Veluzzi. Thanks for watching.